questions. And they're pretty easy. I'm just going to read them out. And if anybody answers the question, they answer the question. And if they don't, then who cares? Just finding the first lot of sports questions now. Type your answer in below if you know the answer. Let's change the chat filter. So you might even get some spam messages. Well, again, let's just try to change the picture a bit. Not a very good background, but never mind. Who cares? Okay, question 1. What name is given to the New Zealand international rugby team? What name is given to the New Zealand international rugby team? Type your answer in if you want a point. These are all sports questions. What is the name of the New Zealand international rugby team? The most famous rugby team in the world. A few more seconds and I'll move on to another question. What is the name given to the New Zealand international rugby team? And the answer to that one is the All Blacks. Next question. Who was the first man to run the mile in under 4 minutes? Who was the first man to run a mile in under 4 minutes? Who was the first man to do the 4-minute mile? Type your answer in below and get a point. Who was the first man to run the mile in under 4 minutes? All sports questions today. Hello, Paul Smith. Nice to see you. Do you know who was the first man to run a mile in under 4 minutes? The first man under 4 minutes for the mile. Do you know the answer to that one? I'm new, yeah. Well, you're welcome, Paul. You're welcome. I do all sorts of quizzes, but at the moment this is a sports quiz. So if you type your answer in, the first one on the screen gets the point, okay? Who was the first man to run a mile in under 4 minutes? If you don't know that one, we'll move on to another one. Do you know that one? Does he? Yeah. Oh, I haven't played. FIFA 98 was probably the last one I played. Okay, Poop Sigma. Roger Bannister. Well done, T-Bone. I think you was in here before, T-Bone. Welcome back. Roger Bannister. A point for T-Bone. Hello, Barrett. This is the sports quiz. Okay, which of the Grand Slam tennis tournaments is played on clay? Which of the 4 Grand Slam tennis tournaments, is played on clay? Only one of them's played on clay. Wimbledon's on grass. Yeah. So which Grand Slam tennis tournament's played on clay? Well done, T-Bone. 2 points for T-Bone. The French Open. It's played in clay. Okay. Which country failed to qualify for the FIFA World Cup in 2018? Its first absence since 1958. Okay, Swiper, we might do some basketball in a minute. Which country failed to qualify for the FIFA World Cup? Well done, Poop Sigma. I'll call you Poop. It was Italy, yeah, the great Italian team. But they didn't qualify in 2018, did they? The Henley Regatta takes place on which river? The Henley Regatta takes place on which river? Do you know where the Henley Regatta? It's a famous event. Name a river and you get a point. The Thames. Well done, T-Bone. The Thames. Okay, which name is applied to Wolverhampton and Bolton football teams, as in a nickname? Which name is applied to Wolverhampton and Bolton football teams? Yeah, that was a hard one, Poop. Do you know this one? Wanderers. Well done, Poop. Wolverhampton Wanderers and Bolton Wanderers. Which indoor game is played with a shuttlecock? Which indoor game is played with a shuttlecock? Type your answer in and get a point. Which indoor game is played with a shuttlecock? Badminton. Well done, Poop. Poop's on the lead with 3 and T-Bone's on 2. Which famous cricket ground is at St John's Wood in London? Which famous cricket ground is at St John's Wood in London? Name a cricket ground and you might get a point. Which famous cricket ground is at St John's Wood? No, it's the other one. It's the other one. I would have guessed the Oval, but it's the other one. The other famous one in London. They play at the Oval and then they play at the other one. Is the other one got the flying saucer stand? I think. Hello, John Ford. St John's Wood in London. The famous cricket ground begins with L. Begins with L. You must know this one. I would have guessed the Oval though, to be honest. You love ball men. Okay, Nick. That's good to know. But do you know the cricket ground at St John's Wood in London? Okay, I'll tell you the answer. It is Lord's. You're going to kick yourself with that one. It is Lord's. Okay, next one. What is the thrower called in the game of baseball? What is the thrower... Yeah, see, Poop, you knew that one, didn't you? It was Lord's. What is the thrower called in the game of baseball? Pitcher. Well done, Poop. Yeah, I always think of the Oval, but it's Lord's. Pitcher. Well done, Swiper. Well done, Capio. Well done, guys. You knew pitcher. Okay. Okay. What is the home ground of Liverpool FC? What is the home ground of Liverpool FC Football Club? Many people will know this, even if you're not British. The home ground of Liverpool FC. Anfield. Well done, Poop. Yeah, I think you said... Yeah, I'll give you that point, Poop. Anfield. Well done, Swiper. You're number 2 there. Well done, John. Well done, guys. It's the first one on my screen gets the point, but you did well. This is an American one, sort of. Strikes and spares feature on which indoor sport? Strikes and spares feature on which indoor sport? Oh, you're an Everton fan, Poop. Okay, Nick. But do you know which sport are spares bowled in? Well done, Capio. Capio's on the board with a point. Well done, Capio. Well done, guys. Yeah, Everton, you've got your new ground, haven't you, this season? That should be good. When I was growing up in the 80s, Everton were the top team. They won the league in, was it 85, 86, something like that? Okay, next question. What is the name of the rubber disc in ice hockey? What is the name of the rubber disc used in ice hockey? What is the name of the rubber disc in ice hockey? The puck. Well done, Nicky. Nicky New. New player on the board. Nicky New. Well done. A point to you, Nicky New. Let me find more sport ones, and then I'll be back with you. Let me find some more sport ones. Where are these sport questions? Just my luck, I can't find any more, but there's going to be some more somewhere. I might have to do medium ones. 1, 5, 4. Let me do some more questions. I can't see. Yeah, well said, Swiper. Well said, Swiper. Okay, these might be slightly harder. In which sport do women compete in the Solheim Cup? In which sport do women compete in the Solheim Cup? The Solheim Cup? Women's team sport? Can you think of the... No, you don't know that one, John? It's the same as... No. It's the same as the Ryder Cup, but for women. You know that one then? The same as the Ryder Cup, but for women. What sport? Golf. Well done, Nicky New. Nicky New's first on the screen. The latest scores: Poops on 5, T-Bone's on 3, Nicky New's on 2, and Capio's on 1. Okay. What colour is the outermost ring on an archery target? What colour is the outermost ring on an archery target? And if you don't know, just guess. What colour? Nick James is still talking to himself, but never mind. No, it's not red, not yellow. The outer ring, where you get not many points at all. White. Well done, Capio. It's white. Well done. Okay, this is an American type one. Minnesota Vikings and Detroit Lions play which sport? Minnesota Vikings and Detroit Lions play which sport? Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you like this quiz now, you might get some more players. American football. Well done, John Ford. John Ford is on the board with a point. American football. That's it. Spa Motor Racing Circuit is in which country? Spa Motor Racing Circuit is in which country? Do you guys like Formula 1? Spa Motor Racing Circuit is in which country? Spain? No, not Spain. Belgium. Well done, Capio. It's Belgium. Belgium. Okay. Over what distance is the Olympic steeplechase? Over what distance is the Olympic steeplechase? I'm sorry, XF. Am I supposed to speak like the king? On what sport? On what distance is the Olympic steeplechase? How many meters is it over? Close? No. This is the one when they go over into the bit of water and stuff, isn't it? You only really see it on the Olympics. It's more than 1,500 meters. Guess if you like. It's more than 1,500 meters. Less than 5,000 meters. Higher than that, Poop. Lower than that, Mammy. Higher, Capio. Higher. You're getting close though. 3,000 meters. Well done, Poop. Okay, I'm going to get the block button in a minute. 3,000 meter steeplechase. That's the one. What is the highest possible score? What is the highest possible score in bowling? 10-pin bowling. What is the highest possible score in 10-pin bowling? Sorry, Nick James, you're gone. What is the highest possible score in 10-pin bowling? The total score at the end of a game. The highest total score in bowling. Oh, some comedians in today. 300. Well done, Nicky New. Thank you, guys. Thanks for playing. There's a lot of trolls in today for some reason. Never mind. Doesn't matter. What term is given to 3 under par in golf? What term is given to 3 under par in golf? Which is pretty hard to do, but it happens occasionally. 3 under par on one hole. So you get a birdie, get an albatross. Well done, Mammy. Albatross. Yeah, an eagle's 2 under par, but an albatross is 3 under par, which is pretty hard to do, but it happens sometimes. Okay, let's do another one. How many times did Stephen Hendry win the World Snooker Championships? How many times did Stephen Hendry... Hello, Jaden. How many times did Stephen Hendry win the World Snooker Championships? If you don't know, just guess. Yeah, exactly. 7. Mihailo. Welcome back, Mihailo. A former champion of this. Mihailo gets the answer 7. 7 times World Snooker Champion. Stephen Hendry. What is the name of the Test cricket ground in Brisbane, Australia? What is the name of the Test cricket ground in... Was that a good guess? What is the name of the Test cricket ground in Australia? You know this if you're a cricket fan. The Gabba. Well done, Mihailo. The Gabba. That's right. If you watch the Ashes, you know that one. Well done. Okay, this is a bit of a wang. A bit of a guess one. Who was the first English football club to be awarded a goal by VAR? Which was the first English football club to be awarded a goal by VAR? And if you don't know, just guess. No, it wasn't Leeds. Good guess though. No, yeah, it wasn't Liverpool. It wasn't Arsenal. This team, I'll give you a clue in a second. This team won the league a few years ago when they weren't supposed to. It was a bit of a shock. That's a clue for you. Leicester, well done, Poop. Leicester City. They were the first team to get a goal via VAR. And I must admit, VAR is a bit ruins football in a way, but there we go. These are all these next questions. You're a Crystal Palace fan, are you, John? I've never been there, but I've been to the athletics ground a few times in Crystal Palace. Okay, the next few questions will be about Olympics. Okay. Who won the 800 metre gold medal at the 1980 Summer Olympics? Who won the 800 metres gold in the 1980 Summer Olympics? Yeah, Crystal Palace have done great recently, haven't they? So who won the 800 metre gold? You'll know this name even if you don't know the answer. Daley Thompson, no, he was decathlon. Paul Radcliffe, no, a bit too early. Steve Ovett, well done, Capio. Steve Ovett. And actually, at Crystal Palace ground, athletics ground, I met Steve Ovett. That was in the 90s sometime. Seb Coe, yeah, Seb Coe was second, I think. Okay. Let's find another one. That's not too hard. Okay, this one, you'll know who this is. Which boxer won a bronze medal at the 1996 Olympics in the featherweight division? Which boxer won a bronze medal in the 1996 Olympics in the featherweight division? And this boxer is probably the most famous boxer in the world. So if you don't know the answer, you probably know by guessing. Bruce Jenner, yeah, he won the CAF on 1976. Mayweather, that's it. Floyd Mayweather. Well done, Poop. Floyd Money Mayweather. That's probably the last time he didn't win was in the Olympics. Which was the first South American country to host the Olympics? Which was the first South American country to host the Olympics? Fairly recently, Mammy, well done. It was Brazil. Okay, I'll give you an update on the scores. Poop's got 8. Capio's got 4. Nicky New's got 3. Mammy Mihailo got 2. T-Bone's got 3. And John Ford's got 1. Hello, Lamine. Lamine, are you from Gambia? Because I've been there and a lot of people are called Lamine in Gambia. Okay, next question. Which Japanese city hosted the 1998 Winter Olympics? You're not? Okay. Which Japanese city hosted the 1998 Winter Olympics? Can you remember that far back? It wasn't Tokyo, no. Osaka, no. No. I've only heard of this city because of the Olympics. I've never heard of it. Begins with N. I think I had a computer game on the PlayStation with this on it. N. Do you know this one? Nagasaki? No. No. Not Nagasaki. You play football in Spain, do you? Who do you play for? It is Nagano. Nagano or Nagano. 1998 Olympics that was. I'm trying to find it. I did have a good question here somewhere. I can't find it now. You play for Barcelona? Oh, you're that player right here. You're the Lamine Jamal, are you? Oh. Well, it's nice to see such a famous person in the quiz. Famous people playing. There we go. These next few will be about sport on wheels. Okay? Which, in which country is the Nürburgring? You are. You're that Lamin. Well, I'll tell you what, Lamin Jamal. Can you sign for Rangers, please? Because we need you. In which country is the Nürburgring circuit? Germany. Well done, Hilo. Also famous for the Rock am Ring Rock Festival, which I was going to go to once, but I never did. Okay, which British driver won the 1996... Hello, John Mullen. Which British driver won the 1996 World Championships? A great rival of Michael Schumacher. No, 1996. Might be before your time, Nicky. He was a great rival of Michael Schumacher. His dad was also very famous. You will someday. Thanks, Jamil. Oh, Capio, maybe you're on a bit of a delay. Come out and come back in again, and maybe if you get like a second delay, you might that might be the reason why it's slow. Yeah, the answer was Damon Hill. Damon Hill. In which country is the Indianapolis 500? Nice easy one. Oh, 50. Yeah. I'm almost 50. In which country is the Indianapolis 500? Nicky, well done. It's USA. Oh, you got a bad signal. Well done, Nicky. USA. That's how many Olympic gold medals did Sir Chris Hoy win? How many Olympic gold medals did the cyclist Chris Hoy win? If you don't know, just guess. 5? No, not quite, John. Not quite, John. 6. Socks. Welcome back, Socks. Socks was first on the screen with that one. It is 6. Welcome back, Socks. This sports quiz seems to be a bit better than the one we did earlier. Okay. I didn't know this one, but you might do. Which Australian actor played James Hunt in the 2013 film Rush? Which actor played James Hunt in the 2013 film Rush? I know who James Hunt is, but I've not seen this film. Which famous actor? Very famous actor. Well done, Socks. It was Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth. Okay. Let's find another one. What does BMX stand for in relation to cycling competitions? What does BMX stand for? Do you know what BMX stands for? We used to all have BMXs back in the 80s, especially after watching ET. British motocross, well done, Socks. British motocross. Oh no, sorry, bicycle motocross, yeah. We used to always call it British motocross, but it's bicycle motocross, isn't it? But you were right, you got the point there. Bicycle motocross. Yeah, BMXs were the big thing back in the day. Hello, Maria. It's sport at the moment. But we can do some general knowledge another time. But at the moment it's sport. If I can find any more sports questions. Because it's going quite well. Lamin Jamal is going to sign for Rangers soon, which is a good news. I'm very pleased with that. Did you hunt? Sorry about that, mate. Sorry about that. Let's see if I can find another sports one. Done that one. Give me a few seconds and I'll find something else. This is more games, but are we allowed to ask? Okay, Marie, you ask a question then. While I sort things out. Let Maria ask a question. Oh, sorry, Mammy. Well, Mammy, if you subscribe, then we'll do different ones next time. Because we don't always do sport. We do general knowledge normally. But I just did sport today. But if you want to... Why does it burn when it pee? Hunt for Andrew, you need to go to the doctor, mate. Hello, Mr. Singh from India. Nice to see you. Okay. Let's do a few more sport ones. What was the manager of Manchester United? Who was the manager? Yeah, Bammy. We normally do general knowledge normally. Who was the manager of Manchester United from 1945 to 1969? Thanks, Nicky New. Really appreciate it. I'm glad to see you. Maria, I don't know. Wayne Gretzky? Didn't someone beat that record recently? I thought it was Wayne Gretzky. Okay. Who was the manager of Manchester United from 1945 until 1969? Well, it's a quiz. It's a quiz, Sarup. It's a quiz. So if you know the answer, type your answer in and get a point. So who was the manager of Manchester United 1945 to 1969? Famous for having a young team. Unfortunately, many of them were killed. No, Bobby Charlton, he was in the team, but he wasn't the manager. Phil McCracken, no, he wasn't manager. Begins with B. Busby. Well done, Mammy. Matt Busby. He was the... let's do some latest scores. Poop's got 8. Capio's got 5. Nicky New's got 4. T-Bone, Mammy, and Mahilo and Socks got 3. And John Ford's got 1. Was that right, Maria? That's the only it's the only ice hockey player I know, really. Which football club are nicknamed the Seagulls? Which football club are nicknamed the Seagulls? Yeah, football. Yeah, which soccer football club are nicknamed the Seagulls? Brighton. Well done, Mihailo. Brighton and Hove Albion. Well done, everyone else. You were pretty good there. Which European football... is Lamine Jamal still here? Lamine Jamal, you still here? Which European team plays its home games at the Nou Camp? Which European football team plays its home games at the Nou Camp? Barcelona. Well done, Nicky New. I think that the player's gone now, is he? What is the name given to a match between two local teams? What is the name given to a match between two local teams? Oh, do they all support Barcelona? Derby. Well done, Socks. Derby. It's a derby. Point for Socks there. Okay, let's do another one. In which year was the famous Hand of God incident? Lamine Jamal, you've just missed the Barcelona question. Which year was the famous Hand of God incident? You know, remember that one? 1986, well done, Socks. Diego Maradona, 1986. The second goal was even better, wasn't it? Where was the home ground of Arsenal until 2006? Where was Arsenal's home ground until 2006? Socks is good at quizzes. Highbury, well done, Milo. Highbury. You can't hear me? Okay, next one. Who captained England to victory in the 1966 World Cup? Who captained England to victory in the 1966 World Cup? Bobby Moore, well done, Mahilo. Bobby Moore. That's the right. Bobby Moore was the captain. Okay, here's another one. For which football club did Gary Lineker play professionally from 1978 to 1985? Which football club did Gary Lineker play for between 1978 and 1985? No, not Spurs. He went there afterwards. Well, a couple of clubs afterwards. But this was his first club. The home of Walker's Crisps as well, which is why he advertises Walker's Crisps. This club was also the first club to get a VAR goal. Leicester, well done, Socks. Leicester. Okay, my battery's on 10%, so we'll carry on for a little bit longer. Which stadium is the home of Rangers FC? Hello, Jim. Hello, Lamine. Lamine, this is one for you because you need to know this one. What is the stadium of Rangers FC? This is where you're going to be playing soon. Hello, Lucas. Nice to see you. What is that home stadium? Well done, Socks. Ibrox. Ibrox Stadium. Oh. Just waiting. I might have an Amazon delivery. No, he's gone now. That's right. In which Italian city are Juventus based? In which Italian city are Juventus based? Do you know that one? Juventus, the great Turin, well done. Juventus used to be a great club. I don't know if they're so big these days, but they are based in Turin. This is my scoreboard. Who was the first non-Englishman to manage the English national football team? Who was the first non-Englishman to manage the English national football team? The men's one. He died last year, I think. Sven. Well done, Mammy. Sven-Göran Eriksson. Sven-Göran Eriksson. That's it. Well done. Which football team is known as the Toffees? Which football team is known as the Toffees? Everton. Well done, Mahilo. It's Everton. Well done. Soon to be playing in their new ground. Let's find another one. How many points to get for a win in the Football League? How many points to get for a win in the Football League? How many points to get for a win? 3 points. Well done, Socks. 3 points. Okay, which football team played their home games at Wembley during the 2017-2018 season? 180. Which football team played their home games at Wembley during the 2017-2018 season? Tottenham. Well done, Capio. Tottenham. Because their ground was being built. I think Arsenal did before. Yeah, a few years before, I think it was. What colour card does a football referee show as a warning? What colour card does a football referee show as a warning? Yellow card. Well done, Mammy. Yellow card. Mammy's now on 5 points. I've got 8% left. Okay. These are next few are more games than sport, but you should know these. What is the highest hand in a game of poker? What is the highest hand in a game of poker? The highest hand in a game of poker. Don't forget to subscribe and like to see more quizzes. Well done, Mummy. It's the Royal Flush. Royal Flush. Well done, everyone. Yeah, John Ford, that's Pontoon. 21. Pontoon. Which chess piece it can only move diagonally? Which chess piece can only move diagonally? That's all right, don't worry about it, John. Bishop. Well done, Mummy. Bishop. Doesn't matter, John, if you get it wrong. It's nice to guess, isn't it? How many weapons... This is a guessable one. Hello, Paul P. How many weapons are there in a game of Cluedo? How many weapons? You can if you want, Lamine. It's up to you. How many weapons are there in a game of Cluedo? 6. Socks was first. Well done, Socks. Everyone else knew that one. 6 weapons. I'm not going to ask you to name them all. But 6. Okay. Which card game shares its name with a type of bridge? Which card game shares its name with a type of bridge? Which card game shares its name? Pontoon. Well done, Socks. I didn't know that one, but you knew that one. Pontoon. Well done. Pontoon Bridge. Well done. I've got a couple more percent left on the phone. So I'll keep going for a little bit longer because we're doing well today. Let's just find a couple more quick. Formula One. Let's do a couple of Formula One questions. What nationality was Ayrton Senna? The great Ayrton Senna. What nationality was the great Ayrton Senna? Do you know that one? Brazilian. Well done, Socks. Brazilian. The great Ayrton Senna. Possibly the greatest driver ever. Not statistically, but he was an amazing driver. Let's just see if I can find a couple of quick questions before the battery runs out. Oh, it's more wheels ones, but never mind. No, we've done those ones, haven't we? Golf. Anybody know about golf? Anybody know anything about golf? They might be quite hard, those ones. Football, yeah, some more football ones before we end, okay? Who was the first goalkeeper to captain a winning football team in the World Cup? Who was the first goalkeeper to captain Who was the first goalkeeper to captain a World Cup winning team? Who was the first goalkeeper to captain a World Cup winning team? Oh, it wasn't actually the answer I was expecting it to be. Well, I thought it was Dino Zoff in 1980, but apparently it's someone in 1934. So we're passing that one. That was a silly question. Who was the first football team managed by Brian Clough? Who was the first football team managed by Brian Clough? You must know who Brian Clough is, even if you've only seen the movie. Who was the first football team managed by Brian Clough? Wasn't Newcastle, Mammy, but you're in the right area. You're in the right area. Up north somewhere. This team's not very good. Jason Statham. Sheffield, no. Begins with H. A small team, beginning with H. The first club managed by Brian Clough. Hartlepool. Well done, Paul P. Paul P got that one. His first club was Hartlepool. Hello, Claire. You got that one as well. Well done. Which major football team was originally called Dial Square? Which football team were originally called Dial Square? Dial Square. Oh, so comedians come in. Which football team were originally called Dial Square? Carl Pilkington, yeah. Arsenal. Well done, Nicky Doo. Arsenal. Originally called Dial Square because they were a munitions factory. Then they became Woolwich Arsenal, then they became just Arsenal. Okay. Against which team did Archie Gemmill score his famous goal in the 1978 World Cup? Was that a guess? And which team did Archie Gemmill score his famous goal in the 1978 World Cup? No, not Brazil or Germany. If you don't know, just guess. The 1978 World Cup. Scotland beat this team 3-2. No, it's not just football, James. It's been all sorts. Capio. We've had Formula One, we've had Olympics, we've had all sorts. But we're running out of time now, so... It was Holland, the answer to that one. How old was Pelé when he played in his first World Cup? How old was Pelé? Okay, James, but we'll do other ones next time. How old was Pelé when he played in his first World Cup? No one's got it yet. 17, Capio, 17, well done. 17. The great Pele. Let's find a couple more and then we'll have to go because the battery's going to run out very soon. In which country do the teams Ammonia, Enosis and Anthososis play? On which country did the teams Ammonia, Enosis and Anthososis play? Yeah, Sweden 1958. No, it wasn't. It's not Greece, but that's a good guess. So what league do these three teams play in? Ammonia, Enosis and Anthososis. It's Cyprus. Well done, Socks. Cyprus, yeah. Ammonia Nicosia, of course. Ammonia Nicosia. This, you might get this one. Which English football league player, won the Golden Boot in 2010? Who won the Golden Boot in 2010 in the English Football League? A famous player. I know it's 15 years ago, but there we go. Which player won the Golden Boot? No. Played for Chelsea. Bit of a clue. Played for Chelsea. I think he also played for Drogba. That's it, Capio. Drogba. Didier Drogba. Well done. In which year did Celtic win the European Cup? In which year did Celtic win the European Cup? The first British team ever to do it. And which team did which year? Oh no, it's ages ago, isn't it? Which year did Celtic win the European Cup? Famously the first British team ever to do so. The year before Man United did it. If that's a clue. The Lisbon Lions, that's it, Capio. But what year did they win? It's the year after England won the World Cup. Well done, Nicky New, 1967. Okay, 1967, that's it. I think that could be the end of the quiz. Because my battery's going to run out. I can't think of any more questions to ask. Okay, this is the last one. Not really a quiz. Well, it is. What was notable about the football game played at Bramall Lane on October the 14th, 1878? Oh, thanks, James. We do all sorts of quizzes. Thanks, Capio. I'll read the scores out in a minute. What was notable about a football game played at Bramall Lane in 1878? Yeah, we could do a Formula 1 special, yeah. No, the league didn't start till 1888. 1878. I'm surprised about this one. Well done, Mammy. It was the first one played with lights. Can you believe that? 1878. Okay, I'm going to work out the scores and I'm going to announce the winner, okay? So you all done well, and thanks all for everyone for playing. If you've subscribed, you get to see more quizzes in the future. And hopefully we do all sorts of quizzes. Okay. Okay, so Paul P and John Ford got 1 point each. Well done. Thanks, Nicky Doo. T-Bone got 3 points. Yeah, it took an early lead, but I think he's left. Mihailo got 7 points. Nicky New got 7 points. In joint third are Mammy and Poop. Thank you, Mammy. You're in third place. Mammy and Poop. Second place is Capio with 9 points. And the leader, the winner, once again, is Socks on 13. Well done, Socks. You win again. Thanks for playing, everyone. Glad you liked it. And hopefully see some of you again next time. And we'll do some different quizzes, maybe geography or general knowledge or anything you fancy. Lemon Jamal, you didn't get any points. Jenny Thong, yeah, football or boxing, yeah. I like boxing and football, so we'll do different quizzes at different times. But this one seemed to work well. So thanks for science. Yeah, we could do a science quiz sometime as well. Yeah, so if you like and subscribe, the more people that play, the better it is, because it's more competitive then, isn't it? When am I back on? Don't know yet, Claire. Depends when I get time. If you subscribe, then you'll get a notification, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Thanks, James H. Hope you see you again soon. Do some more quizzes. The last one is quite a few players in because it's competitive then. So hopefully we'll see you all again next time. Okay then. Thank you, Lemmy and Jamal. Make sure you join Rangers, please. I'd like to see you there, scoring many goals. Okay, everyone. I will see you next time. Thanks, my mate. See you later.